your actions. That's what makes you who you are.
I want to give you, this is Superman the World, the comic that comes out next week, and this is the Argentinian edition, and I am on the cover, so...
Oh my gosh. Ah, that's awesome. Oh, look at this.
It's in Spanish,
Wow.
but I
right.
think that you can handle to find yourself a copy of
Oh,
the
that's
English
amazing, amazing. Wow, cool.
one. You recently said that years ago you couldn't have made this movie.
That's true.
And I want to know what was the spark, the idea, that the scene, that the something that you said, okay, now I can.
It was my dog.
It was also, okay.
it was, listen, it was a couple of things. I mean, number one, you know, everybody knows it, they offered me Superman in 2018.
Yeah.
I was like, you know, Peter Safran, it's his dream to make a Superman movie. So he's been badgering me for years about wanting to make a Superman movie. And I was like, I don't know if I can do it. The character's so pure and good, and, you know, and I just don't know if I can do it justice. And I think little by little, you know, I've changed and learned more about myself over the years. And I thought that, you know, maybe worked in parallel with maybe I could do Superman. So I started thinking about it a lot, and trying to think of ways to do it. And I finally started to believe that maybe I could, you know, at least write this film. And so that's when I agreed to write it. But it really was getting my dog that made me go, like, kind of said, you know, my dog was so bad. And I'm like, I'm lucky he doesn't have superpowers. And then it was like, the light went off in my head. And it wasn't really just about Ozu. It was just about the whole way we can make this movie in the style of the old Superman comics, with all of the crazy stuff that, you know, the comics had, but still being, you know, grounded about a real person, or as real as Superman can be.
Not so much in comics, but in movies, Superman has always been portrayed as a messianic figure.
Right.
Tom Mankiewicz and Richard Donner in the 70s, and then Bryan Singer and Superman Returns, Zack Snyder. Your Superman, not so much, but the first image is in Creature Commandos, where he's crucified. And the first chapter, of course, is the names Gods and Monsters. I want to know, how do you feel about the messianic figures of Superman, and how do you embody him as a god-like figure?
Yeah, I think that's a legitimate approach to Superman. I think that's possible. I wanted to focus on the human side of Superman, and who Superman was as a person, what his thoughts and feelings were, how he views himself, and how he views himself changes over the course of the film, and comes to a new understanding that is completely relatable to any human being. So I thought it was cool to come from a different perspective.
Superman for all seasons, All-Star Superman, big influence in this movie.
Huge.
Huge. What other stories would you like to tell, to adapt in the future?
Well, I can tell you, I can just list comics for you that I find inspiring. That's what you want me to do?
Yeah.
I love Kingdom Come, you know. I love Red Sun. That's a totally different thing. I love, you know, with Batman, I love Long Halloween. I love, just so many, all of Grant Morrison's stuff, really, like all of his Batman and Robin stuff is just some of my favorite, you know, collections of comics. So much of Tom King's stuff, whether it's, Hitman recently or Strange Adventures. I love comic books, and I love DC comic books. So I'm really excited to just take little bits and pieces and add them to the DCU in different ways.
Fans are very anxious, they want to know everything, and you know this better than anything. When do you think that you can tell us, the fans, when are going to see the DCU Batman, Wonder Woman, this year, next year?
I mean, it's not going to be till the script is ready. So both the scripts are being written now, and if they're good, then we'll go into production immediately. So it really depends on how we can get the scripts done. because the one thing I'm just not going to do is go into production without a script I feel is fantastic, especially for those characters who deserve the best. I'd rather wait a year than go too soon.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
You. Thank you.
I love the movie.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
You have a dog?